Kyle Home at channel 376-2569 Whoop-Ass Productions. Update video of the Imperial and probably the last video of the New Yorker. I guess we'll start here. Again, this is what's left of the Chrysler New Yorker. All beat up. Seen better days. Got everything out of it. We're just starting to throw scrap in there for when we get rid of it. Gonna pull the motor. And then we're gonna, send it to the big scrapyard in the sky so it'll meet the Polar wagon. It bent pretty terrible up front. The frame's pretty bad. The back isn't too bad, it bent a little bit. But yeah, this is probably the last video you'll see the New Yorker. We got the tomahawk chopped off of it. It's a lot beat up. Used to be, pretty, not really straight. It was on a couple derbies, but it was pretty straight before we put it on. Now it's pretty mangled. And the New Yorker, the Imperial. Quickly moving over to the Hitman Imperial. Gotta try to paint it up like Bret the Hitman Hart. He's always one of my favorite wrestlers. Yeah, got everything folded over that we're allowed. Folded, welded. Got this doorpost welded. We still want to get in the back because we don't have the cage in, as you see. So we'll put the cage in through, be able to open that door and get in there, put the cage in, and that'll be another step done. But, it's making progress. Still got a lot of stuff to do on this. We got the humps chained. You could barely see it in that corner there. We got the humps chained. We got the hole from the other side. Gas tank and battery box in. Seat in. The seat isn't in very well. It's held in there by all them boards. But the seat doesn't sit in there too well. The bolts are too short, so we can't really secure it to the floor pan, so we're going to do something with that. These are all the bars we'll probably use. We're rolled our fenders a bit. We might roll a bit more, but we'll still pull them over and weld them like we did on all of our other cars. Finally got our leaf springs together. You can see. Pretty gnarly leaf pack. And they got their 2-inch stagger or whatever we're allowed. And then we got it mounted underneath of the frame. We usually just go to this normal box here, but this year we went in line with the frame. So that'll be cool. That'll be a new thing for this year. The Imperials are crazy. Like, even these have the fingers like the older Imps do, which is kind of crazy to see. So hopefully, I don't think we're going to wedge this like we did the Fury, although we do like how the Fury looked. I think we're gonna tuck to about here and just have this mash and tuck in. And the leaf spring starts about here. So we're going to have it like roll up into the leaf spring and then make like a shorter leverage. So then that'll be able to absorb a couple hits. Still not planning on hitting with them by all means. Hitting with the front all the time. But that's our plan anyway so far. We're working on getting a motor for the Imperial as well. This is one of the first cars that we really started building the car before we got the motor. That's a no-no really. You always want to have a motor first, and a motor totally found out, and then start thinking about what you want to do to the car. But yeah, got our cool little bumper on. And the hood's folded over like this. But it's just that long of a hood, and we bent that much around because it's in line with that's not even where it goes stock. Stock, it goes up to like here. This is beyond stock, and it's still bent over like that. So super long hood on these imps. If nothing else, find you an imp for the hood so you could put them on your shockers and other Mopars and bend that hood over, because they're pretty cool looking. But yes, I'll give you one last look at the old white New Yorker. That was then the black and yellow, and then the yellow and black and yellow mixture. Oh, one more thing before I leave. I want to show you this drive line. Pretty kind of normal. Looks a little goofy. This is why. Yeah, that happened. I don't know if you guys watched the Valentine Consi, the first Consi. My dad in the New Yorker, he went butt to butt with the 13.5 car, I think was his number. He was in a Cordoba. And they went back to back and split his drive line. I don't really know what to call that. It pushed it inside of itself. It kept the caps. It didn't lose any of that. The rear end is fine. We took it apart. It left that big shiny mark on the pumpkin that you can't really see, but it messed up all of the shackles on the leaf springs, but the rear end's fine. The car kept moving, but the driveline got really messed up. But yeah, this is my update for now. As we fade away with the New Yorkers, probably last time you'll see it. But until then, peace out. Tell me what you guys are building. Tell me what's up. Just anything you want to know about Imperials or New Yorker, tell me. I'll see if I can figure anything out for you. And yeah, I guess when I have more stuff done, I'll get another video for you. But until then, peace out.